Josh with Breakthrough. This is Sean Driggs, our head trainer. We're going to demonstrate real quick what we talk about when we talk about our cylinder stack position or actively tall. Alright, so before we can get to that, it's good that we run through the postures that we tend to run into in here when we have new clients walk in the door. Sean's going to raise her arm up for us. So the first one that we tend to run into is what we call a hard anterior tilt. That's where that butt points up and back. You can see that she's locked into a hard extension here along her low back. Next, we're going to put her back into neutral, put the hand down. What we're going to tend to run into is people that are locked in kyphosis, or that rounding of that upper back. So Sean's going to round forward. This is normally indicated by head forward position as well. All right. The third most common that you run into is a ribs flared position, where the ribs are pulled up at that 45-degree angle. All right. Now, go ahead and raise the hand up for me. You can see that once again we're locked in that hard extension pattern, which is very hard on that low back. So in the past, to correct this, we would try to coach her into driving those ribs down to create that neutral spine. But now we're right back into that same kyphosis. So then we tell her to bury her shoulder blades. Then those ribs flare right back up. Go ahead and lower the arm down. An easier way to get there, to draw to that neutral instead of trying to correct, is simply to coach tall. So we coach Shauna to push through her heels and drive the crown of her head up towards the ceiling. That position is going to put my cylinders, which are the crown of my head, the bottom of my rib cage, and the top of my pelvis, all into alignment. That's what we would consider stacked cylinders. So one of the good visual aids that we'll use if we don't have Shauna standing around to show off posture is our two solo cups right here. You can notice I've labeled the top ribs and the bottom pelvis. All right. If my client comes in with that ribs flared position, all right, and I coach her to try to drive those ribs down, we tend to overcompensate back into that kyphosis. If we aim for that tall position and we lengthen out, then what we'll find, the string here serves to recenter us, just like our spine will there in the middle. Once I'm in this nice neutral position, whether I'm looking to squat, or I'm looking to deadlift, or even something along the lines of a push-up coming up and down through, as long as those cylinders are stacked, A, I will breathe better, and B, my spine will stay safe with the core active throughout. So when we coach that length, that actively tall, I want to think about driving those two solo cups